What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel Wezot Talks, where we talk Manchester United news, transfers, reactions, and more from an American perspective. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, as we've got some updates here about the Gyokeres deal for United, and this will be a quick hitting video. I know it is not morning just yet, so just the night before, but this information coming out a little bit earlier in the day. And what I'm actually going to go ahead and start off with is from the other day. Ben Jacobs did repost that Gyokeres is still open to the Manchester United move, even without the Champions League. We did cover that in the other video. If you guys missed that, check it out. But no approach to Sporting yet, and several other European and Saudi suitors. But Ruben Amorim still in touch with the player. Sporting will sell for around 70 million. So if that's coming from Ben Jacobs, I feel pretty solid about that. And that was just a few days ago. Now, with that updating, we're going off of United Truthful, who have reported this from Fabrizio Romano, our boy, who is pretty solid when it comes to sources in the football world. United's ability to afford Gyokeres hinges on financial factors, including potential exits of Garnacho, Rashford, and Sancho, with more departures possible through the likes of Højlund, whether he should go or not. I know there are potential deals on the table for him. And I mean, I've heard things about Casemiro. I don't think he's going to be able to go. Could we try to get rid of Luke Shaw? I don't think that's going to happen given his current contract. Despite challenges, interest in Gyokeres remains strong. And then the money United would have gotten with the Champions League football was likely going to facilitate a deal for him, but the Europa League final, I should say, killed said possibility. And I mean, that was kind of a no-brainer. That killed a lot of things, and Bruno not going to Saudi and potentially getting 100 million plus for him also sort of kills this deal. But I mean, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. If a player doesn't want to go, he doesn't want to go, and he's entitled to what he wants to do given his current contract that he signed with the club. So I can't fault him there. I wish he did go, but it is what it is. And then some more news. Manchester United had more contacts with all parties involved in Gyokeres' deal this week to understand how the situation was developing. They remained in the race. Fabrizio Romano reporting. So it sounds like United have been in talks. Ruben Amorim, with his connections to Gyokeres, having coached him for 2 seasons, winning trophies with him, and Sporting, I think is very big for United and giving them a little bit of a leg up in terms of that comfortability factor of having played in Amorim's system before. I think Gyokeres would be open to that move. Now it's just a matter of, can United get the deal done? They've got to get money in, it sounds like, to get this over the line. So Garnacho, I know they're talking about potential for him moving to Napoli, is some of the strongest things that we've heard from multiple sources. It sounds like Saudi might also be of interest. I know Garnacho to Napoli, they're thinking by the end of the month, but it sounds like if you want Gyokeres now and you don't want somebody to come snooping in, there were reports stating that Saudi might be interested, which would be absolutely crazy for his career unless he wants the absolute bag in terms of financials for his future. Then maybe he goes, but if I'm him, I mean, I want European glory. It's not going to happen this year with United per se, since they're not playing in Europe. But I would want to stay in Europe regardless if that is a goal of his, or if he is truly going to pay for the money, then I guess he would take up the Saudi offer. Rashford needs to go. I know heavy links, or not heavy links, but most links with Barcelona, but we've also heard some things where he might not actually be a permanent deal. It'll be just a loan until his contract runs out. And same thing for Sancho. However you want to say his name, Chelsea weren't able to re-sign him, and he's on 300 plus grand a week coming back to United. I don't see it humanly possible him playing any games for Amorim or United ever again. You could say the same for Rashford. and Garnacho, given the fallout after the Europa League final between Garnacho and Amorim. So all three of those players, they need at least, I would say, 60 to 80 million, in that range, for all three players moving out of the club. But the big thing is, are they going to be able to do that? Can they at least move two of them? So let's say Garnacho and Rashford. I feel like Sancho is going to be the most difficult one given his wage demands, and Chelsea, for instance, not wanting to do that, paid United 5 million to give him back to United. They didn't want that. They didn't feel that he was worth the money. So it's going to be interesting to see what they can do, especially given the fact that it sounds like the deal for Mbumo is going to get over the line. They already have Cunha. They already have, again, Fernandez is staying. They got Manu, Casemiro, although I feel like you need to bring in another central defensive midfield type player. And we talked about that earlier. They United are linked to Paulinho from Bayern, formerly at Fulham, who has Premier League experience and has played for Amorim as well. So another player that could fit his mold and system. Will be interesting to see what they can do. But I want to know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments about all of this Gyokeres stuff, all of the news coming out, as well as can United move on from some of their players? I want to know what you guys think. Drop those comments down below. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But that's going to be it for this one, guys, and we will catch you in the next video.